Did you know you can get perfect credit in less than 30 days? Yes, I said 30 days. That's 4 weeks, and that's no fluff and no bluff. Guys, in today's video, I'm going to explain how you can go from poor credit to perfect credit in less than 30 days. Guys, stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new to the channel, I'm Credit Coach Q, and I create the first cloud-based software that allows you to put your credit repair expense into your own hands. If you're new to the channel, I'm super excited because I have a banger. Today's video, we're going to talk about how to go from poor credit to perfect credit in less than 30 days. But before we get to the video, guys, please like, subscribe to the channel. It allows YouTube to push this content to a wider audience and allows us to leave the lights on. Guys, please like, subscribe to the channel. If you have anything derogatory in your credit report, I mean anything negative, charge-offs, late payments, bankruptcies, medical bills, guys, you name it, please go over to creditapprove.com. It's the website and the software that I was telling you about that allows you to put the full experience to your own hands. Guys, people are removing thousands of dollars worth of debt by themselves. They are no longer using credit repair companies. They are putting this information and this experience into their own hands and appreciating on a deeper level. Guys, please go to creditapprove.com, check out the software and start removing these items, guys, if you have anything derogatory on your credit report. Now, let's dive straight into the meat and potatoes of this video, guys. I'm super excited about this video because I honestly think the nation needs it. So if you're watching this video, take some pen and paper out and get ready to basically go from poor credit to perfect credit. Now, the reason why I said the nation needs this video is because the nation is in the biggest credit card bubble that it's ever been in. Credit card debt has hit an all-time high, and I think that people need a way out. I think people need a position and a guidance point to perfect credit, because perfect credit in this day and age is going to be like gold. People that have perfect credit in this day and age is going to separate themselves. They already did once before in a like manner. Now I think that is going to go from the 1% to the 99% for individuals that have perfect credit. Why? Because most people that have credit issues now that had perfect credit a couple years ago is because they are basically having a downfall when it comes to their finances because of inflation, because of the state of the economy, etc., etc. So if you don't have perfect credit, you need to watch this video because I'm going to teach you step by step on how you can actually do that. Now, if you have a lot of negative stuff on your credit report, this video is going to be tailored for the full scope of credit. It's just not derogatories or collections or anything negative, right? Now, if you have anything negative on your credit report, you can still meet this 30-day window by going to our last video that we did a few months ago on a 14-day hack. This is the #1 video on the channel. We are almost at 2 million views on that video. We have literally helped hundreds of thousands of people with that video alone, and that video is still circulating and getting people results right now. So 14-day hack. If you have anything negative on your credit report, go watch that video, and that video is going to give you everything you need to get the negative stuff off. So once you have the negative stuff off, or the majority of the negative stuff, first thing that you're going to have to figure out is how credit works. Okay, so let's rewind for a second. So if you have any open credit cards, so if you have open credit cards or anything like that, you want to make that your top priority. Now, I also made a video a few months ago teaching individuals how to basically use their daily and the average income to pay off credit cards faster and not having to worry about a big interest rate and paying basically interest for years on these credit cards. So I have a video for that. Watch that video, and it's going to teach you how you can use your average day-to-day income to pay off your credit cards in literally months. So if you have any active credit cards that you need to pay off fast, guys, you need to fix that immediately, because that's going to keep your score down even if you do everything else in this video properly. If you have all late payments and you had open credit cards right now, let's say for instance you have a $20,000-$30,000 credit card and you owe $29,000 on it, and it's still open, you still have the $1,000 available, but it's still open. Until you fix that credit card, you would never have perfect credit again. You have to fix that credit card, and you can do it. It's a very simple method that I teach, like I said on my video, and that video video, I think it should have millions of views, but it doesn't. But I think that video could help so many more people because credit card debt is a real issue. So guys, look at that video if you have open credit cards. So if you have negative items, go to my creditapprove and do the 14-day hack. If you have open credit cards, watch that video so you can basically learn how to pay that debt off the fastest way possible, because like I said, you're gonna have to do that regardless. Now, once the debt is closed and it goes into a derogatory status, then you can use the 14-day hack to actually get it removed. So keep that in mind. So let's talk about the framework of credit as a whole, right? So credit is broken down in 5 different variables: payment history, amounts owed, new credit, length of credit, and credit mix, right? And a lot of people have heard of payment history and amounts owed, but they don't know what credit mix is, and they don't know what the length of credit is. They never heard of that. So basically 2 variables make up the bulk of your score. 65% of your score is basically comprised of payment history and amounts owed, which is utilization. Utilization is basically how much of the available credit you have already utilized. So if you have a $100 credit card and you spend $99 on that $100 credit card, your utilization for that credit card is 99%. So your utilization needs to be below 9%. 9% is going to give you a good safe space for the credit bureaus, and every time they come to pull your credit reports, you always want to make sure that your utilization is at 9%. Amounts, now payment history, that's going to be the other derogatory stuff. So the payment history is late payments, current payments, and it's also all of the negative items. So that can be derogatory collections and things like that, because those late payments of the collections basically hold weight for your payment history. So that's why I said you have to get those items fixed first, because 65% is made up of 2 different variables, and that is amounts owed and your payment history. So you have to make sure that those variables is fixed before you go to any other variable, because if those variables are not fixed, then you're not going to ever be able to fix or have perfect credit, because those are the heaviest variables attached to your credit: payment history and utilization. So once you have a good utilization, sometimes your score can go up immediately. So I've seen a lot of times clients have a few negative items on their credit report, but their utilization is sky high, and they're like, yeah, I can pay for the credit card, I just do it when I can. I'm like, no, this is affecting your credit score. If you pay this utilization, your score can go up 50 to 100 points. They pay the credit card and their credit score go up 60 points, and like, wow, my score just jumped up 60 points. Yeah, it did, because you fixed the utilization. You fixed one of the biggest variables that was weighing down your score, and you didn't even have to remove anything negative. Your score went almost to the 700s even before you even start working on the 2 small, utility bills. So yeah, a lot of people think the negative stuff is the only variables when it comes to their credit report. I have a few negative things. No, these individual variables is what comprise your score, and sometimes these variables is more of a weight than your actual negative items. A lot of people think that the negative items is the only variable, and that's not. Okay, and then we have 10% is new credit. So that is inquiry. So every time you apply for any type of new loan or any type of new line of credit, that is going to be 10% of your score, and you do not want to have a lot of inquiries. One inquiry can bring your score down 2 to 3 points, and if you have a lot of inquiries, you can just only imagine how many points your inquiries can bring your score down. Another thing, length of credit. So a lot of people have credit cards, but they don't have history on their credit cards. They only have their credit cards for a few years, and the length of history that you have with your credit cards is going to be 15% of your score. And if you do not have a basic, if you don't have like over a 10 plus year credit card, your score can be, that could be weighing your score down for not basically being able to go to the 800s or the high 700 credit scores, and you just don't know. You don't know the reason. You just think that, I don't know why my score doesn't go up. I don't know why I'm not in 800s. I pay my credit cards off. I do this, I do that. Everything is perfect. I have no negative items. And I still don't have a high 700 or 800, and I don't know why. This is why. It's because you do not have history on your credit cards. You have to have history, and a lot of people can get trade lines. You can get authorized user trade lines to add some history, or you can get primary primary trade lines to add some history. I don't reference any trade line companies, but there are some out there that would legit add the history to your credit profile overnight in less than 30 days as well. Now, and it also helps with your utilization. So like I said, utilization is the second biggest variable of your credit. And if you have $100 credit card and that's the only utilization that's factoring on your score, if you get a trade line primary or authorized user, they will basically measure your utilization from the trade line as well, especially a primary. And then we have credit mix. People don't know that you have to have different variations of credit. It's not just a credit card. There is installment credit, there is revolving credit, there is utility credit. There's different variations of credit, and you want to have a good mix of credit on your credit profile to basically give your score the direction that it actually needs. And so mix it up. So you can have an installment loan with a car loan, you can have a few revolving accounts, and then there's some charge credit as well, which is basically a charge account. You have to pay that full balance off every month, and then you can get, you know, some utility bills in your name and basically build your credit up like that. You want to basically have use your credit like a buffet. You want to get some peas, you want to get some steak, you want to get some mashed potatoes, and you want to basically get a variation of different credits, 2 to 3 of different variations of credit on your credit profile, and that's going to give you a good credit mix. And a lot of people are not going to the 700, 800 range only because they don't have a good credit mix. They only have a $500 credit card, secure card they had forever, and they think that that's enough for you to go to another level because they granny or they uncle told them all you need to do is get a credit card, pay it off, your score go to 700. That's not how that works. You have to follow all of these metrics and basically put them together in a gumbo, so to speak, to basically make all of it to work together. Everyone that have a 700-800 credit score, they all have these metrics applied to their credit profile some way, form, or fashion. And if you do it as well, you will go from poor score to perfect score in no time. Guys, leave it in the comments. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about this. If you have any questions about anything regarding negative items or anything pertaining to credit, leave it in the comment section, guys. That's how I communicate with you guys as more often as I would like. So guys, leave it in the comments and let me know how you feel about perfect credit or actually getting perfect credit. All right, until next time, guys, take care of yourself, take care of your credit. Credit Coach, you out.